Thank you, Presiding Officer. To ask the Scottish Government what discussions it has held with Network Rail regarding passenger services on the West Coast Main Line, including services calling at Lockerbie.
Minister Jennifer-Ruth.
Transport Scotland has regular meetings with Network Rail and train operating companies regarding passenger services at railway stations on the West Coast Main Line in Scotland. Lockerbie services are provided by TransPennine Express and Avanti West Coast, which are train operating companies specified and funded by the UK Government, and I discussed TransPennine services when I met with the UK Government Rail Minister very recently. TransPennine services at Lockerbie have been affected by an unacceptable level of cancellation and delay, compounded by industrial action.
Emma Harper.
Thank the Minister for that response. The TransPennine service from Lockerbie is in a complete fancle. Trains consistently cancelled and delayed with no notice, no replacement bus and no alternative options. This has a major impact on my constituents who rely on the service to travel to the Central Belt and south of the border. Only 43% of TransPennine services currently run on time, with cross-country Avanti and LNER occasionally picking up the slack by making unplanned stops at Lockerbie. So will the Minister agree to make representations to TransPennine regarding how unacceptable this situation is, and will she commit to helping me by facilitating a meeting for me with Network Rail regarding the contract for the service?
Minister.
So, as I think I previously outlined, Presiding Officer, TransPennine is a cross-border rail operator, so the contract is run and managed by the UK Government DfT. That's ultimately a matter for the UK Government to resolve, and as I alluded to in my initial response, I have raised Ms Harper's concerns directly with the UK Government's Rail Minister very recently. Now, Hugh Merriman acknowledged the poor performance, and I'm advised that the DfT is working closely with TransPennine to improve performance levels. I've also separately written to the previous Minister for Rail, Kevin Foster, on the matter of cross-border performance in relation to the Avanti contract, also managed by the DfT. The member may recall that Mr Foster provided Avanti with a contract extension last year, despite Avanti's poor performance. I'm happy to make the direct representations Ms Harper has asked me for this afternoon, and I will ask my officials to facilitate the meeting she's also requested with Network Rail directly.